Is it really possible for a tiny tweak to your morning coffee routine to ignite your metabolism and put your body into full fat-burning mode for the rest of the day?
Check out the link in the video description now and transform your morning coffee into a metabolism-boosting super drink.
A psychologist has revealed the 7 anxiety archetypes, so people can see if any apply to them. Birmingham-based chartered psychologist Dr. Lalitha Siglani, who is also the author of High-Functioning Anxiety, a 5-step guide to calming the inner panic and thriving, took to Instagram to share information about anxiety archetypes in a recent post. The first of the archetypes she listed is the caretaker. According to Dr. Siglani, this archetype is often preoccupied with taking care of others' needs, sometimes at the expense of their own well-being. They may feel responsible for keeping things together and struggle to prioritize their own needs. Next, she listed the perfectionist, saying, this archetype is driven by a relentless pursuit of flawlessness and may constantly strive for excellence in all areas of life. They may experience anxiety when things don't go according to plan or when they perceive they've fallen short of their own high standards. The third archetype on the list was the overthinker. This archetype is characterized by a tendency to overanalyze and ruminate on past events or potential future outcomes, wrote Dr. Siglani. They may struggle to make decisions or take action due to excessive worrying and may feel paralyzed by the fear of making mistakes. Fourth on the list was the achiever. According to Dr. Siglani, this archetype is motivated by a strong desire to excel and achieve success in various domains of life. They may set ambitious goals for themselves and push themselves to their limits to accomplish them, often at the expense of their own well-being. 1. The caretaker. 2. The perfectionist. 3. The overthinker. 4. The achiever. 5. The organizer. 6. The people pleaser. 7. The avoider. Source: Instagram at Dr. Lalitha. The organizer was the 5th type Dr. Siglani listed. Describing this type, she said, this archetype is motivated by a strong desire to excel and achieve success in various domains of life. They may set ambitious goals for themselves and push themselves to their limits to accomplish them, often at the expense of their own well-being. Dr. Siglani's 6th archetype was the people pleaser. Describing people pleasers, she said, this archetype is driven by a need to gain approval and validation from others, often sacrificing their own needs and boundaries in the process. They may go to great lengths to avoid conflict or criticism and may struggle to assert themselves in relationships. 7th and final was the avoider. This archetype tends to avoid situations or experiences that provoke anxiety or discomfort, sometimes resorting to avoidance behaviors as a coping mechanism, said the psychologist. They may procrastinate on tasks, avoid social interactions, or withdraw from challenging situations to minimize stress.